So I've got 5 cold air intakes sitting in front of me right now, all built for the 5.0 V8, some for the F-150. One's actually for an old school Fox body Mustang, and today I'm putting them up against each other to figure out which one's actually worth your money. We're talking horsepower claims, build quality, how easy these things are to install, and honestly, whether some of these are even worth buying at all. I'll drop links to every single one of these down in the description if you want to grab one for yourself. Let's just get into it. Okay, first up, we've got the Rough Country Cold Air Intake. This is probably the one most of you have already seen recommended somewhere, and I get why. It's not trying to be fancy. It's just a big tube that pulls the filter away from all that engine heat and lets in cooler, denser air. Simple concept, but it works. What I like here is the price point. This thing is noticeably cheaper than the brand name stuff like K&N or AFE, but it doesn't really feel cheap once it's in your hands. The tubing is large diameter, the filter's reusable, and Rough Country backs it with their limited lifetime warranty, which for the price is honestly kind of surprising. Install is straightforward too. No tuning needed, no drilling. You're not fighting with weird brackets. If you've got a socket set and maybe 30-40 minutes, you're done. Now here's the thing, don't expect night and day gains. It's not magic, but for daily driving and that deeper intake growl when you get on it, yeah, it delivers. Pros: budget friendly without feeling flimsy. Lifetime warranty included. Easy bolt-on. No tuning required, noticeably deeper engine sound. Cons: gains are modest, not dramatic. Filter location debated by some owners. Number 2, K&N NextGen Cold Air Intake. This is K&N's newer NextGen intake, and right away you can tell it's a step up in engineering. Instead of just a tube and a filter, they built this whole hybrid airbox around it. K&N's claiming around a 46% increase in airflow volume and specific numbers too, like 15 horsepower and 20 pound-feet of torque, no tune required. Now, I always take manufacturer numbers with a grain of salt, but K&N has decades of dyno testing behind them, so it's not just marketing fluff. What stood out to me messing with this one is the quick lock filter system. It just snaps into place. You're not wrestling with hose clamps, trying to get a perfect seal, and the filter itself is rated for like 100,000 miles before you even need to clean it. That's wild. The airbox design also actually shields the filter from engine bay heat, which a lot of cheaper intakes kind of don't really do. Compared to the Rough Country we just looked at, this feels more refined. More thought went into the housing, the heat protection, all of it. But you're also paying for that. Pros: real engineered airbox, not just a tube, snap-in filter, easy maintenance, strong heat protection design, backed by K&N's reputation and warranty. Cons: higher price than basic intakes. Some buyers report tight engine bay fit. Number 3, Rough Country Ford F-150 Cold Air Intake. So this is Rough Country again, but this is for the newer body style F-150 2021 and up. And honestly, this is basically the evolved version of the one we looked at first. They upgraded the tube to an HDPE material this time, which is more heat resistant, and added a molded heat shield to actually block engine bay heat from soaking into the filter. That's a real improvement over the older model. Install is still simple, no cutting, no tuning, basic hand tools, and yeah, it's still got that same limited lifetime warranty backing it. One thing I do want to flag, this one is strictly for the 5.0 V8. Doesn't fit the EcoBoost trucks, so double check before you order because that mistake happens a lot in the comments on these listings. Compared to K&N, it's still the more budget-friendly pick. Doesn't have quite the same refinement, but if you're a newer body F-150 owner who just wants a clean, affordable upgrade, this checks the boxes. Pros: updated heat shield design, built specifically for newer F-150 body, affordable compared to premium brands, simple tool-light installation. Cons: only fits 5.0L, not EcoBoost, less premium feel than K&N. Number 4, KAX 3.5 Cold Air Intake. Okay, so this one's for the Fox body crowd. If you're running an 89 to 93 Mustang GT or LX with the 5.0, This is built specifically for that engine bay. Now, I'll be straight with you. This is a budget kit. It's not got an airbox, no heat shield. It's basically a polished aluminum tube and a filter. But for what it is, it actually looks pretty good under the hood. And a lot of Fox body guys aren't necessarily chasing massive horsepower numbers. They just want that classic intake sound and a cleaner look. KX claims something like 8 to 10% more horsepower and 6 to 8% more torque. I take that with a healthy amount of skepticism, honestly. These numbers are pretty common across these cheaper universal style kits. But install is genuinely easy. No drilling, everything included. You could knock this out in under an hour. Compared to everything else on this list, this is really in its own category. It's not competing with the F-150 intakes. It's just the most relevant, currently available option if you're working on a classic 5.0 Mustang. Pros: affordable Fox body-specific option. Polished look improves engine bay. Quick, tool-light installation. Adds a noticeably deeper exhaust note. Cons: no airbox or heat shielding. Performance claims likely overstated. Last one on the list is Evil Energy Cold Air Intake. This is the one a lot of you have probably seen pop up in your Amazon recommendations, and yeah, it's the budget king of this whole list. For the price, you're actually getting a decent amount here. An aircraft-grade aluminum tube, mandrel bends to keep airflow smooth, and a steel heat shield, which honestly I wasn't expecting at this price range. The filter's rated for up to 100,000 miles before cleaning too, same ballpark as the bigger brands. Install is quick. They're claiming 40 minutes, no cutting or drilling. From what I've seen in install videos, that tracks. Now, is it going to outperform the K&N? Probably not. But if you're just dipping your toes into modding your truck and don't want to drop $200-300 right out the gate, this is a completely reasonable starting point. Pros: very budget-friendly price point, includes a real steel heat shield, long filter cleaning intervals. Fast, beginner-friendly install. Cons: build quality less proven long-term, smaller brand, fewer long-term reviews. If you want the most well-engineered, well-tested option and you're not worried about spending a bit more, the K&N NextGen is the winner here. It's just got more thought put into the design. If you're on a budget and driving an older F-150, the original Rough Country 555 is a really solid middle ground. And if you've got the newer body style truck, grab their updated 2021 Plus version instead. The Evil Energy is honestly a great first mod pick if money's tight. Just don't expect K&N level refinement. And if you're working on a classic Fox body 5.0, the KAX kit is really your most relevant, currently available option on this list. Just keep expectations realistic on the performance side. Hopefully this helped you figure out which one's right for your build. All the links are in the description if you want to grab any of these for yourself. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.